What's up everybody, Shaz here again, and today the Demonfall community has received some news about the upcoming update to the game after a long hiatus in development. While the obvious patch notes are public eye, I don't mind discussing them since they do play a factor in this video, but I don't want to be like everyone else and do the whole review of changelog since anyone can do that. Instead, I want to address the man behind the update and how I believe he can potentially save the community if he continues to do the right thing. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned in for more content. I plan on making more videos regarding the community and what goes on as a public informant for all of you guys to see. Without further ado, let's talk about it. Now, if everyone's been in tune with the announcements, you can see that Aerox has been saying that he's been working hard through his own little off season to work on his projects alongside Marone, which is basically his co-dev partner. In his absence, Demonfall was actually given no care as the community was left with nothing but blind patience, again, for the hope that Demonfall 2 would be done with development pretty soon, which, if you think about it, was very, very, very ill-minded. However, out of his own personal and voluntary commitment, Zadre has decided to work on Demonfall and continue to update the game out of his own feelings towards the community. And today he even managed to deliver with the patch notes for the update coming the following day, actually. Now, based off the feedback that I've been seeing from the base community, a lot of people have been talking about the patch notes, and a lot of people really like them, actually. Me personally, I'll have my opinion on the patch notes a bit later, but it's actually really, really good in terms of like community standpoint. The community is this is actually like the happiest I've seen this community in quite a long time. So now for the competitive side of the community, there's been a lot of mixed feedback on how this could possibly ruin the PvP experience, even more so than it already was. But to be frank, the competitive side of the game, or the community, has always been hard to please, and honestly, it'll generate more realistic feedback from those in the faction scene for Zadre to listen and hopefully pay attention to. Now, Zadre as a manager has piqued my interest the most because he has simply done what no other manager has done in a while. Not even Aerox has done this frequently. He frequently communicates with the community and interacts frequently. Of course, if you run a community and you have a high standing in said community, people will blame you for their distaste and disliking towards changes you have in the community or the game. Such is so why basically Aerox doesn't chat as much as he does in the community. Because I guess he doesn't really like seeing all the negative comments, which, to be honest, who would? Really, it's negative, but hey. Zadre actually holds up and doesn't let the negative comments get to him at all. And the reason why I'm saying all of this about Zadre is because if you take into account how much my last videos did in concerning the community's current well-being, only one manager came interaction with the community, whilst Zadre has always, almost every single day, has shown what no other manager, or dare I say even Aerox, has done in like the last year or two for his own community. Zadre actually cares about you guys, and this says a lot. Zadre is one of the most, I guess, like caring managers I've actually seen compared to the other ones that I've talked about in past, right? Now, I don't want to completely discredit Aerox at all since he's been staying more in touch with his announcements, and he's actually doing a lot more interaction with the community he did a year or so back, which is really good. He did push for the test applications to be out almost right after the purge so that people weren't like able to apply without waiting a long period of time, which would have been bad because imagine just seeing that testers got wiped and just being promised applications and waiting like, you know, a month later just to have applications out and you missed it because, you know, you thought it'd be sooner. Now, in my honest opinion for these patch notes, while they aren't bad in terms of balancing, and they're being new creative builds to go now instead of just the same Kendo Komodo Blade drone with Konroji or Iguro, people actually have somewhat of an incentive to just not go the same thing anymore. They have an incentive to swap to, I guess, a different breathing. They can swap to a different Nichirin. I know a lot of people were actually mad because Komodo Blade was just like the best option for PvP aspect and damage, and everything else just had no passive. But now it really is good for Slayers to actually, I guess, play the game now without just going the same drone sun build or hybrid Komodo Blade or like hybrid Moon, I guess. But while Slayers do get more options, that kind of leads me to my next point. Demons. Unfortunately, the buffs to Slayers have once again made demons feel much more weaker in comparison. Ever since the introduction of Slayer marks within a game, this plus the already absurd range advantage and damage output that Slayers have with their entire Kendo skill tree, it makes less sense why Soryu and Greatsword are still the only two options of fighting styles that demons have over Slayers. Demons have been in a bad state in the current point of the game, and in honest opinion, no one's had a real reason to go demon in terms of PvP aspect at all. It's mostly hybrids that you see in ranked now, or just Slayers with Kinroji or Stone. And we all know how Stone is, guys. Let's be for real. Stone is a breeding. I just think that a little more care to demon accessibility would go a long way for the community. That way they actually have, a reason to go more than just Slayer. It is Demonfall after all, not Slayerfall. Jesus. But yeah, that's basically my opinion for the patch notes. And just about so, that's basically all the current info that I've gathered for you guys. And as always, I will continue to stay in touch with the community as best as I can. Now, I know there's people already in the backdrop saying, "Oh, Shaz, I thought you were going to expose the manager. You switched up hella fast, man." Shut the fuck. I'm not someone who only posts videos exposing the people of the community for views. I do it as an informative sense for you guys to know and consider. If I need to make a video like that on someone, then I will, right then and there. It's not something I have planned out to just, I guess, ruin someone's reputation. I don't like doing that. Nothing I post on this channel is basically for people to get demoted. I just post as an informative sense for you guys to know. In the meantime, I do plan on releasing a Demonfall Community Iceberg video later within a week, so be on the lookout for that. And before you leave, make sure you help my videos reach out to the rest of the community by liking and subscribing and sharing my content to those who are interested in updates about this community. And as always, be sure to refill your popcorn. You'll love this next part. Take care.
Oh, we spawned with all of her.
Oh, I just found a bunch of demons over here.
Really?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, because I think the tomorrow. I don't need help.
No, you do. You're bad. Go. Oh, I'm help.
Yes. No, I got.